Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now what I wanted to do today is give you my personal opinion on all of this drama between Cardi B and that makeup artist whose name, BlackSwan, I think. Now, first off, I just want to say that the whole situation was blown completely out of the water. It was blown completely out of proportion because nothing really happened to either parties. BlackSwan did not catch Cardi B's hands. Cardi B didn't get messed up or didn't get no weird allergic reaction, like nothing really happened between the two of them. It was just, I feel like it was just like a perception of bad attitude, because at the end of the day, the only ones who know what went on is Cardi B, BlackSwan. Okay, even if someone else was in the area, the main interaction was with those two. So when you go through something difficult, like let's say, go back to high school, let's say you tried really hard on a project or whatever, and for whatever reason your teacher just wasn't feeling it and you got like a C when you thought you deserved like an A plus plus plus. Now when you go home and you show your parents that C, the first thing that's going to come out your mouth, my teacher hates me, my teacher hates me, I tried my hardest and she gave other people a higher score and I deserved it, and I know she hates me and she was so rude and she was happy to say that I failed this project. Like when people are a lot more emotional after something happens, because you think about it and you think about it and you stress about it and it becomes something bigger than what it actually was. That's why a lot of times people remember situations differently. That's why usually bystanders have like the best like retelling of what happened, right? Because they're not really emotionally involved, so they can watch what happens with like a clear head and with a clear mind, and then they can tell what happens because they know that they don't emotions cloud your judgment. All right. So BlackSwan, when she made her video, she was crying in it, and I do feel like she was exaggerating. I don't feel like she was lying, because personally I do feel like Cardi B does have a more aggressive personality. It could be because of her family, it could be because of her where she grew up, it could be because she feels like she has to fight because she fought so hard to get this respect. She came from being a stripper and now she's like a world famous rapper, so she may feel like I have to be tough. BlackSwan, on the other hand, she was ridiculed a lot because she was a different gender at birth. She is a more sensitive individual. So we have two people completely different. One of them feels like they need to be more aggressive to prove themselves. The other one feels like the whole world has been a bit out to get them because growing up black, gay, and it's just, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So those energies collide. I truly feel like the whole thing was blown out of proportion. I think that the only reason Cardi B, quote unquote, snapped back was because of the fact that, she got quite a bit of publicity off of something that was damaging to her career. Because it doesn't matter how many albums you sell, if word gets out that you are a bad person to work with, it's going to be hard for people to try to work with you. Like big agencies like the Late Night Show, they're not going to work with you if you're going to come in and harass their staff. So I feel like Cardi B came back the only way that not the only way that she knows how, but I think she kind of went back to her roots a little bit, and she snapped, and when women snap, when loud, aggressive women snap, they bring up things that are not true. And that is not excusable, but it's what happens, like they start reaching for things. But I do truly feel that BlackSwan, she may not have been reaching for things in her video. She may be completely telling the truth, but I do feel that she kind of blew it out of proportion, because there are very few people in this world that will just sit around while somebody tears down somebody. It doesn't matter if Cardi has a team of yes men that follow her around. Nowadays, everyone knows that people have cameras, and if you are a makeup artist and you are a known makeup artist, you probably do have some form of social media. And if you are a new upcoming artist, you're not going to really want to potentially damage your reputation by putting someone down when they have a following on social media, because Cardi B knows that a no name is not going to do her makeup. All right, her team is not going to hire somebody who is completely unknown to the world to do her makeup. So she knows the woman has a following. So it would not make sense for her to be so completely rude and disrespectful if she knew for a fact that this girl was gonna go back to her apartment and get on camera. Cardi B is the worst person in the world. She was so disrespectful. Cardi B is not a stupid woman. You can't be stupid to make it that much money. You know what I'm saying? You can be loud, you can be ratchet, you can be ghetto, but you cannot be stupid in making that much money, okay? So what I personally feel what went on was that, you know, Cardi probably was a little bit snappy. She probably was a little bit more, but she is a snappy, like, if you saw her on Ellen, if you saw her in any of her interviews, she just has a lot of sass, and sass can be taken for being a B word, you know. I feel that who knows what she had been going through. Celebrities have a hard life, you know. Even if they have a high amount of money in their bank account, they have hard lives in the sense that they're literally constantly being harassed by paparazzi. They're being harassed by fans. They're being followed around. They don't get enough sleep. They don't get proper nutrition between rehearsal, shows, writing lyrics, recording. It's time taking. So when it comes to makeup, maybe she just didn't have the patience for it that day, and maybe she wasn't feeling like being patient with this makeup artist. We don't know what went wrong. We don't know if BlackSwan made a mistake. We don't know. We weren't there. So I do feel like for BlackSwan to just get up, like, I feel like, you know, always defend yourself, but don't do it. Whenever you talk about how I was crying and how I was so sad and how I was so sad that this happened, you are maybe even so unintentionally, but what you're doing is you're creating a bias, because people are automatically going to feel sorry for you, because they're going to say that, oh, Cardi B is in a power position, and she in a position of power, and she's abusing her position to kind of like make this girl feel small and feel less, da 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 da. But we have to remember where Cardi B came from. She's only been famous for less than 5 years. You know, she came from the same world, you know. She came from lower income. She came from having to do something strange to get money. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I really truly don't feel like it's in Cardi B's character to tear down a young black woman trying to make it in this world, you know? Now, makeup is a very personal thing, and it's like everyone's funny about it, you know. Like, I could go to New Mirror Marcus and have them put lipstick on my face. If it's not the right way, I say, hey, no, I don't like this, I don't like that, you know, because Cardi B is the one that has to get on stage in front of thousands of people and perform. If her makeup doesn't look right, they're not gonna smash BlackSwan, they're gonna smash Cardi B. So her image, she needs to protect it. So if she feels like somebody is not doing a good job, of course she's gonna say it, because she speaks up for herself. Can she say things rudely? Probably. At the same time, BlackSwan has 2 legs and 2 arms. So if she honestly felt like she was being disrespected so bad, why not just leave? Why not just leave? And also that whole thing about, you know, Cardi B does not pay her makeup agency, her makeup artists, all right? Cardi B's manager is the one who hires them. So about Cardi B saying that she's not going to get paid, that can't really be true, because it's not Cardi B that decides that. If the manager booked her and she completed the job, if they don't pay, then she can sue the agency. And I don't think that, you know, I'm pretty sure their record label doesn't want unnecessary stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that she got paid. It wouldn't make sense for her to not get paid, because once again, Cardi does not control that. Cardi hardly even controls her own career. Once you sign over to an entertainment company, you're basically a slave. You know, you have a contract that in yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cardi B doesn't decide, you know, she doesn't take out her wallet and give the girl money. Like, that's all given through the, you know, the management team. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel that she maybe threw in some things to, like, because she's making a video and she knows that this video is going to get a lot of buzz. If the only thing that happened was Cardi B made a couple of faces, rolled her eyes, and was a little bit jerky, that's not going to get her any attention, you know? Am I saying that Cardi B was a perfect little angel? No, I'm sure that woman has never been a perfect little angel. Am I saying that she didn't say anything rude? I'm pretty sure the woman says a lot of rude things. At the same time, you know who this is. Cardi B has never made it a secret that she is a bit loud and a bit rude and a bit brash. She doesn't make it a secret that she'll cuss somebody out. She literally gets on live and cusses out her baby daddy with her baby in the car. The woman hit a woman with a stroller. Okay, we know who Cardi B is. So the fact that you caught some of Cardi B's rage, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna go to Judge Judy's court and be surprised when she calls me a moron, because that's literally all she's been doing for the past 20 years is calling the people in her court a moron. You know, I'm not gonna be surprised when Wendy Williams does Hot Topics, because that's what Wendy Williams does. You know. So if you honestly aren't strong enough to handle the very, very strong personalities of women, rich women in power, you don't really need to be working in that industry, because to be honest, no one has to respect you. Nobody has to be nice to you in this world. Is it right to be nice to people? Of totally. Do you get good karma for being kind? Of course. But do you have to be nice? No, you don't. And in that moment, Cardi B decided that she didn't want to be nice. I guarantee you there are moments where BlackSwan wasn't so very sweet. I guarantee there are moments when Cardi B was very sweet. But the thing about this is, we cannot judge either of them because neither of us were there. No one was there but those two. Not only that, but it doesn't really affect us. And it doesn't really affect BlackSwan or Cardi B anymore because it's over. You know? This is something that has been going on for literally 2 months after it happened, and people are still trying to point fingers at who was in the right, who was in the wrong. Honestly, for a grown woman, if you feel disrespected, leave. And honestly, for another grown woman, don't disrespect people. You're both in the wrong. And that's my opinion.